This is part 4 of our video on parallel and perpendicular lines. And our question says, determine the equation of the line that passes through 10, -3 and is parallel to the line y equals 2/5 x minus 2. So I am interested in finding the equation of a line. And that means I need slope and y-intercept. And then I can use those two together to make my equation. So it says it's going through the point 10 and -3. We usually use the point to help us with our y-intercept. And it's parallel to y equals 2/5 x minus 2. So because it's parallel, and we just learned that lines that are parallel have the same slope, that means that my new line is going to have the same slope as this line here. So I am just going to make a little note here that it is the same slope as y equals 2/5 x minus 2. So what is the slope of y equals 2/5 x minus 2? It is 2/5. So that means that my slope should be 2/5. Now to get the y-intercept, this line has a y-intercept of -2. But I don't care about the y-intercept of this line. We only cared about the slope because it was parallel. So we are not going to use the -2 from there. We are going to use our point and our slope to calculate the y-intercept. So I'm going to do y equals mx plus b. Every point has an x and a y. So I'm going to use -3 for y, 2/5 for m, and 10 for x. I'm going to multiply 2/5 and 10. That 10 is secretly over 1. So I get -3 equals 2 times 10 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5 plus b. 20 divided by 5 is 4 plus b. And then I want to solve for b by subtracting 4 from both sides. So -3 take away 4 is -7. So our y-intercept is -7. So we have a slope of 2/5. We have a y-intercept of -7. So our equation, y equals mx plus b, is y equals 2/5 x. And then instead of writing plus -7, I'm just going to write -7. And there's the equation of our line that is parallel to y equals 2/5 x minus 2. You can join me in the last video to do that very last question in our lesson today, which has been very long.